All right, welcome. So today I'm going to help you solve a big problem. The problem that you have with solving problems, and the problem that you have when trying to improve most every area of your life and business. Here's the problem. When faced with a problem, our tendency is to favor solutions that involve adding something, when often the best solution to solving the problem is subtracting something from the existing element or situation. This glitch in our cognitive wiring is called the additive bias, the tendency to solve problems through addition, even when subtraction is the better approach. This is the reason why societies find themselves swimming in rules, regulations, red tape, procedures, processes, the glut of bureaucracy, and the random stop signs in odd locations. In the history of the United States, only one constitutional amendment has ever been subtracted. It was in 1933. The 21st Amendment repealed the 18th Amendment, better known as Prohibition, banning the manufacturing and sale of alcohol in the United States. That's it, one subtraction, and it was so that we could drink freely. Yet, at the same time, there have been 27 constitutional additions. If you ask, why do we have this tendency to add more than to subtract, even though subtraction is often the better path? And so you know how deeply ingrained this is as a cognitive bias for you, so that you know how hard you're going to have to fight against it. Let me explain. For hundreds of thousands of years, it was virtually always better to accumulate more food, more firewood, more allies, more weapons, more power, more status, more influence. Because the more you had, the more likely yourself and your family would survive. But now, in the modern world, particularly fueled by our Western ideas of success, accumulation, and consumerism, we can see the evidence of this ancient additive bias played out in reckless abandon. And yet, we are still and insatiably compelled to drive for more. More wealth, more shoes, more purses, more watches, more cars, more, which requires bigger garages and bigger houses with more furniture and art, and then still more. So we need to add storage facilities for all our added and accumulated crap. Just look around your neighborhood. Hell, just look around your own house, inside your closets, drawers, garage, and attic, and you'll see how this additive bias has gone wild. Another reason we default to this bias is due to our laziness. Adding one thing at a time is much easier to cognitively process than considering the whole system and how to take one or more things away and how it might affect the system with multiple elements. So we just default to the easy, lazy choice and just add gobs of addendums, add supplementary rules, add additional regulations and paperwork to existing ways of doing things, rather than killing them off and replacing them with something better, or, leaving a blank space where they once were, because we've already invested so much time and attention on these existing laws and rules. And this is a third reason why. Our tendency to fall prey to the sunk cost fallacy, the inclination to keep investing in things that we've already invested in rather than limiting our losses and walking away from something that's not working. If we've invested a lot of time and energy and money in a certain way of working, we may be less likely to dramatically change that approach, even if another, simpler, less cumbersome model is available. Simply put, simplifying is demanding, so we avoid it. Just as Mark Twain wrote, "If I had more time, I'd write a shorter letter." And so, before I add more to this lesson today, I'm going to suggest that you take a look around you and assess for yourself, where in your life have you been trying to solve problems or improve something by defaulting to adding, when maybe, just maybe, the better solution might just be subtraction, so that you can focus and concentrate your time, energy, and attention and love and creativity on fewer things that probably matter more. Just to jot down a few to a half dozen ideas in your Darren Daily Journal and share your revelations in the comments below. Let's leverage the wisdom of the entire community to help us learn how to fight this primitive, inherent bias. And then tomorrow, I will help you look at several vital areas of your life on where subtraction can supercharge your growth and improvement. I think you will be surprised how much your creative energy will be liberated when we break the bottlenecks of where you might be stuck currently without even knowing it. So be sure that you're back with us bright and early tomorrow morning.